There is this moment in car ownership when you hear a whining sound and suddenly the dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree. That's the alternator. It's basically the backstage crew for your car's electricity, and when it goes down, chaos reigns. People always assume the alternator will last forever, but nope. Typical alternators last between 80,000 and 150,000 miles if you're lucky. Some die way sooner, especially if you've got a bunch of electronics plugged in, or you live somewhere damp, like Portland, for example. So how do you actually swap an alternator without cursing your ancestors or spending half your rent on labor? First, get your tools lined up. Socket set, ratchet, serpentine belt tool or wrench, gloves, and safety glasses. Have a replacement alternator ready. Make sure it matches your make and model. Disconnect the battery first. Seriously, don't even think about skipping this. A wrench slipped the wrong way with a live battery and you'll be making TikToks about your trip to the emergency room, not helping anyone on YouTube. Next, locate the alternator under the hood. This sounds simple, but car manufacturers like to play hide and seek with essential parts. It'll be attached to the serpentine belt, usually near the front or side of the engine. Look for the part covered in dust and maybe regret. You'll need to relieve tension on the serpentine belt. This is always more awkward than it looks in 5-minute fix videos. Use your serpentine belt tool or wrench to move the tensioner, then slide the belt off the alternator pulley. Take a picture first. It'll save you 40 minutes of confusion later. Now you're basically a surgeon with cold hands. Undo the bolts holding the alternator in place. Most cars have 2 or 3. Check for sneaky bolts hiding underneath. Also, disconnect the wiring harness and battery cable from the back. Don't yank. There's usually a little clip you have to press. The alternator should come out now, unless it's rusted in place, which is common in older cars or in wet cities like mine. If it's stuck, a gentle wiggle helps, but don't go full Hulk smash. If it absolutely won't budge, a little lubricant around the base can make the world of difference. Grab your shiny new alternator, admire its newness for a second, and slot it exactly where the old one lived. Connect the wiring harness and battery cable securely. These connections are the lifeblood of the alternator, and loose wiring here means you'll be back under the hood by next week. Bolt the alternator back in. Make sure every bolt is snug. If even one is loose, you'll create a symphony of squeaks and maybe even break something expensive. Tighten methodically. Don't just torque one bolt all the way before starting the next. Reinstall the serpentine belt. This is where pro mechanics work actual magic. You need to route the belt exactly as it was. Refer to your photo because belts can look like a labyrinth. Move the tensioner, slip the belt on, and double-check everything lines up. Reconnect the battery, say a little prayer, and start the car. If the battery light turns off and you aren't hearing new weird noises, you did it. Roughly 2 to 3 hours and you've just dodged a $400 mechanic bill. That's more money for things you actually like. Pro tip, keep the old alternator and return it for a core charge refund. Most auto parts stores will give you $20–50 back just for bringing it in. It's like the bottle deposit, but for car parts, and a little win you deserve.